What's going on, guys? It's your girl, the Sky Zone. I am here tonight on my sister platform, Sky Zone 10. A lot of people know me on my regular platform, Sky Zone, and I'm referring to my subscribers, that is. Guys, I'm going to make this for a couple of months here my reading channel. I'm going to read a couple of books over here, some self help books. Sometimes in life that's beneficial. Okay, let's see. I hear somebody. What's going on, Mr. Libra? Can you hear me, Mr. Libra? Can you hear me? I'm up in the wee hours of the night. I've been up since this morning. I'm so tired, but I got to get on my job. Oh, why did I push that? Lordy. Mr. Libra, can you hear me? You see me texting you. Can you hear me before I start reading? Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the title of the book that I'm reading tonight is called, well, this morning is called Breakthrough. Okay. Breakthrough. And this book here, it says it's to help you realize your infinite potential by understanding the universal consciousness connection. Okay. This is a book by Johanna Sparrow. Okay. And I'm going to start off with the introduction. Again, if this is your first time to my platform, this is my sister channel, my backup channel. Okay, so the introduction goes like this. It says, our hearts and minds are greatly influenced by our experiences. Negative experiences can damage our psyche and leave us trapped in a circle of pain, depression, self-loathing, and confusion. The ability to overcome those experiences depend on your level of spirituality more than anything else. You should continuously feed your spirit self or soul with ideas and information that will help it grow and learn. Your success, happiness, and fulfillment depend on it. As with anything else in life, your soul is constantly changing. But in what direction? Nothing is stagnant. It's either growing or degenerating. Is your soul progressing or is it degenerating because of lack of knowledge? If you're not continuously growing by seeking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, your soul will continue to operate in darkness and ignorance. You'll continue to repeat the same mistakes and go through the same negative situations until you decide to look at your shortcomings in an honest light. Repent from your ways of thinking and behaving that you are detrimental to yourself and others, and gain the necessary knowledge that enables you to become the supreme version of yourself. In becoming the supreme version of yourself, you'll be able to serve others in a way that you will add light to your lives as well as theirs. You'll be filled with joy, love, and gratitude that will radiate to all those you encounter. We've designed, we're designed to do so. We're designed to do remarkable things and become great. Knowing your purpose depends on how much you understand your part in the universal consciousness connection, also known as UCC, and the realization that you're not an eternal soul having an experience. Wait a minute. What you say? Amen. To meeting words. Thank you, Mr. Lever. You're so sweet. It says universal consciousness, you, aka UCC, and the realization that you're an internal soul having a human experience. Excuse me. How long does it take for you to get over a painful event? Are you left wounded and crippled for days, weeks, and even years? Let me touch on that right there because, yes, sometimes these spiritual events can come along and you be messed up for a long doggone time. I just had a conversation the other day with somebody who was from a past experience, if you will. And, it's amazing how people try to manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? To try to get you into doing certain things or try to manipulate you with bullshit, I must say. Okay. And this person, I refuse to go down this road with this person because I'm like, you know what? First off, I'm too old to be trying to recover. My recovery time is different than it was when I was younger. If I get into this here bullshit with you, it's gonna take me too much time to try to get back and get my strength back, get my confidence back if things should happen to go fucking left. So right here at this little part right here, that just brought me back there right back to it. Are you left wounded and crippled for days, weeks, or even years? Hell yeah, you would be left crippled and weak. And all that if you go back to that bullshit. When God bring you up out of something, don't you go back to it. Okay. Have you developed a vengeful attitude? Yes, I kind of did develop that. I sure did. A tumultuous times are for women. Tumultuous times are the fire your soul has chosen to go through so it can fulfill its diamond potential. Human experiences in the realm of a duality are your soul's classroom. How can you appreciate love if you've never experienced fear? Mm, okay. How can you know unconditional love if you never experienced hate? How can you understand light if you never experienced darkness? How can you know how strong you are if you've only experienced perfection? Now that's true right there. Because that's like said this a long time ago, how I read something about colleges were starting to take students who, wasn't the all straight A and B student. They wanted to have more students that would have been through some letdowns in life. You know what I'm saying? Because they found out that those people make better leaders than people who have lived this facade of perfection, A's and B's. That's not reality. In life, everything is just not going to be perfect all the goddamn time. And I deal with that too with certain energies from certain women. You got some women who try to come into the salon and try to act like they shit just don't fucking stink. You know what I'm saying? They lived up these, and it's sad part about it. A lot of times they think don't nobody see it and know it but them. When you are burdened and heavy, everybody can see your shit. I don't care who you think you fooling. You're not fooling no dog body. What you say, Mr. Lieber? You say yes, it's a relating topic. It's hitting all parts, mind, body, and soul. Well, I'm sure glad the spirit led me to come on and do it because I'm telling you, I was dozing off. I was I had got off of work. I came on. I'm like, okay, I'm about to go on. I'm gonna go on my platform tonight. But I was so tired because I've been at work since this morning. I've been at work like I just got home. But I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get on here. It seemed like the old. I said, maybe Lord, maybe I'm just getting old. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm getting too old for this. Because it seemed like every time I get ready to go on, it's all I get tired, I be exhausted. But it's a lot going on too with me. But I know too, a lot of it is it's just like I said, it's just some things going on that has nothing to do with the fight that we're doing or none of that. It's some things I'm gonna talk about it one day. Trust me, real soon. I'm gonna talk about it. When I tell you that Mr. Lieber, it ain't just hitting you, it's hitting me too. Okay, I'm gonna just stop there. Um, but I was like, I took my shower. I went on here and took my shower. I was like, let me get on here, and I just felt recharged. I'm drinking my little tea and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just get on here. I got some books I'm supposed to read. Let me get on here and read these books. I'll do that. So anyway, how can you appreciate? Okay, so I read that part. It says, how can you know how strong you are if you've only experienced perfection? Strength only comes from being tested. Look at each tragedy as a learning experience for our soul cultivation. Now that's good right there. No, you getting wiser and blessed. Oh, thank you, Doc. Thank you. Thank you. Because I promise you, I was, but when man, I ain't gonna, like I said, we gonna talk about it. When I tell you it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. I'm telling you. Okay, so it says, always ask what is being done for me rather than what is being done to me. Instead of defaulting to the negative as people do, keep a positive outlook on everything in life. You have a purpose. That's a fact. Even if you don't know what it is right now, you may not be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You may not understand why you're going through so many tough situations. Though these situations are your teachers, and they are designed to make you take a concentrated look at your positive and negative characteristics. Hey, grand jurors, how you doing? Now that is the whole truth right there. When you going through certain things in your life, man, when I take, it's like what I'm going through right now in my life, I know is being done to me to develop character in me. I know I'm being tested on all or so many fronts of my life to build character. Like it's so many different things that the spirit dealing with me on. Like seriously, like it's some things. I got some habits that's got to be broken. Like I was telling this person earlier today about women and masculinity, this in our culture, especially, with our sisters, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't think we got this masculine fucking energy, you know what I mean? And it comes from the independence, you know what I'm saying? And I make no mistake about it or nothing like that. I mean, I really used to be a pistol Pete back in my day. I didn't calm down, bitch, and got too old, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for all that bullshit no more like I used to. But no, but you think that you be thinking like I used to have that type of mentality, like, well, I should have. Now don't get it twisted what I'm about to say, because some men, especially some men that I personally know, will try to take what I'm about to say and just like, yeah, they told you the bitch wasn't this. No, I have really met some terrible guys in my past, you know what I'm saying? And I can admit to my own fucked up ass ways, but these brothers here, they ain't gonna never admit to they fucked up ass ways, and they ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about character. When you get character, certain characters developed in you as you live this life, ain't nobody gotta tell you got some fucked up ass ways. When your maturity level really hits you, your spirit is gonna correct you. Your spirit gonna, convict you, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So I know this right here is the truth, because I'm living this right now. But you say, amen. Always keep your head up. Keep fighting a good fight. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So character is how you only gonna get character by going through the test of life, going through those tests and learning something, and being altered and changed and not giving up. Because when I tell you right now, all the stuff I'm dealing with in my life right now, I want to give up on so much shit. But I'm like, you know what, God, I'm gonna just hang in there. I'm telling you, every day is an emotional roller coaster. Every day I'm like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna do this. And I'm like, nah, you know what? Nah, don't throw the towel in. Just keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. And it's a trip because I'm trying to, like, certain things that I'm dealing with in my life. These are areas I've never been in before. I'm going around. I'm getting, it's like different things that's happening to me that I've never ever experienced before in my life. And it's all new to me, very new. You know, let's just say hypothetically, like, I'm gonna give you an example, like, far as like just let's just say getting your house in order, far as like straightening up. If you've never been a type of person who was really on top of paying bills, right? Let's just say you've never been, diligent about paying your bills on time, and you never had a structure about doing that. You know what I'm saying? And one thing the pandemic did do for a lot of black businesses, you know what I'm saying? And if you a hairstylist, you a freelancer, or you an independent contractor, that's still your doggone business. If you a gig worker, that's still your doggone business. So one thing I can say the pandemic did do, the PPP money, all that old type of shit right there. One thing I can say it did do was get a lot of people mentally prepared to conduct business. Now, black people, we know how to do a service. We know how to carry out an assignment. But when it comes down to the whole concept of doing business, no. That right there, we slack in a lot of times. I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but a lot of times we do. Because we'll get a stigma. They'll put that stigma out there. Them black businesses, they don't, man. I try to support black business, but they always this, that, and this. And it's because and there's some validity in all of that, but at the same token, a lot of that comes about because we never were taught. And I've said this before. A lot of people who are in businesses, and they, of my culture, we need to take a business class. I'm sorry. Let me keep on going. Okay. It says about building. those characters. It says they're designed to make you analyze how you can edify the world. You know, I was once asked, the book says, how many universal teachers are there? I answered, universal teachers are everywhere and in everything. They're in each grain of sand, each leaf. Excuse me, I'm trying to burp. In each bland blade of grass. All of your questions can be answered by observing nature. Many people think that they can only learn lessons from negative situations or challenging times. That isn't true. Negative situations aren't the only way you can be taught. There are ample opportunities to learn through positivity. But if you can choose to highlight but if you choose rather to highlight the negative in everything, you will miss out on many chances for growth. All experiences help mold you into someone that'll add to the greater universal good. If you ever experience something that put you in a dark place when you couldn't see any hope, then you're not, wait a minute, then you've been, wait a minute. If you ever experience something that put you in a dark place when you couldn't see any hope, then you've been one on one with a life teacher. When life doesn't feel like it's worth living, you must understand that the UCC is always active in your life. Not everything we go through impacts us on the level of heartbreak or illness, but those type of situations are the easiest teachers to learn from. What you say? We all good and bad flaws in life and flaws in own life. You're right about that. Okay, because one thing about life is never going to be the same. It's always going to be like this. It's going to be some highs, it's going to be some lows. And the thing of it is, how you going to respond to each one. And you don't know which ones is going to come. That's the part that's where the character building gets started at, because you don't know which one's going to come. You don't know what's up the road. None of us know anything. You know what I'm saying? We all have to be appreciative for this second that we have right now. That's what I'm learning at my age. Being appreciative of the moment. I don't take nothing for granted no more. I don't try to live for next week. Oh, come on, go to my party, girl. Come on, let's go out with it. Hey, I don't do I ain't making no plans. I'm not doing all of that. At least not right now. That's not the mode I'm in right now. Mm-mm. Right now, I want to live for this second, this moment, and hey, if that's what need, if we gonna party in about 20, because we just don't know. And not that I'm planning or anything like that or hoping for the worst or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I try to just live for the moment and embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can get so caught up in thinking about next week and what you got to do that you won't enjoy the seconds. You know what I mean? And that's what we supposed to do. Um, what part was that? It says, but those okay types of situations are the easiest teachers to learn from. Situations that are life altering and that brings destruction challenge your mind and soul to the greatest extent. Wow, man, oh man, don't I know? Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, I do. In the life, in the cycle of life, rather, we're meant to learn and to eventually teach. But even when we become teachers, we should be open to learning. There is never a time when you'll know it all and be above learning. If you ever feel like you can no longer learn, death isn't too far away. You might as well get ready to get on up out of here because you know everything, okay? You're either growing or learning or regressing or degenerating. There's no standing still. Ooh, that remind me of something my mentor told me a couple of months ago. The devil can't hit a moving target. That's what she told me. I was going through my little spiel, and she was just telling me to keep on going. Now I keep on going. The devil can't hit a moving target. So that's the same thing. This book says there's no standing still. For many people, their teachers never change because their lessons aren't ever learned. Ooh. Therefore, they never become teachers. Those individuals go through the same things for years and never become better people. When a person doesn't learn their lessons, they can't move on to the next teacher. Man, I just told somebody, I think I just told it, I told somebody this here not less than 48 hours ago. Like, you're going to keep making the same mistakes in this life if you don't learn from them. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what this is saying. Lessons can make you strong or they can break you into million pieces. Whether you become stronger or broken is dependent on the perspective you take during each situation. If you want to realize your infinite potential, you must first understand how your life teachers operate in your life through the UCC. You can never unlock the power within you if you don't know and understand universal laws. Everyone is able to know and understand these laws. They don't require a degree or a certificate for access. Awareness of universal laws will help you rewire your thinking, remember who you are, and allow the expansion of your soul and enable fulfillment of your purpose. Do you know who and what your life teachers are? Do you understand why you continue to experience the same negative occurrences? Luther Vandross said it best. What you say, Mr. Lieber? You said Luther Vandross said it best. I'd rather be bad with you than good times with someone else. Okay. And why was I humming one of Luther songs today? I can't even think of the melody of the song I was thinking. It'd come to me, but I sure Luther came into my spirit. Boy, look how the universe connect and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call divine order. You know what I mean? Here it is, you and I going through some similar things and whatnot. And the book title, this book is speaking to me too. And then I was just thinking about Luther. You know what I mean? We some powerful people. Did anybody see that baby that was born? They said the baby had only been born for 24 hours, but the baby had been lifting his head up and turned the head around. And man, I ain't never seen nothing like it before in my life. Let me keep on reading, Sky Zone. Keep on reading. Man, we some cosmic people. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Um, do you understand why you continue to experience the same negative occurrences? You need to answer these questions to be able to move to the next level. Your knowledge of the universal laws is the only way you can understand why you are currently at a certain stage in life and how to move beyond that stage. You can easily move to the next level by learning how to elevate your state of awareness through your universal teachers who are constantly trying to prepare you for success. Of the negative situations you continue to experience, why do you think you keep failing to overcome them? What is your current state of mind that causes you to constantly fall for those life lessons? Of the life lessons you've passed, what was the mindset that allowed you to overcome those struggles? Like, what type of state of mind were you in when you did surpass the struggles and when you did overcome some of those bad things in your life? What kept you going? You know what I'm saying? And that is important. Like, we do have to make mental notes of things like that. I remember I used to tell some of my people, my clients, that maybe there was maybe facing some life up downhills or whatnot, and I would have to help them remember who they were, because you will forget who you are on this journey of life. Struggles will come, and when they come, you would be focusing on them so much till you will forget who the hell you are, and somebody got to come and hit your head and say, listen here, you know who you are. You are this person. You're strong. You're this. And so I would tell certain people, like, look, when you get to feeling low like that, you go to your photo album and you go look and you reflect. It's called the reflecting technique. Okay. Because sometimes, like I said, you will forget who you are. We be so focused on what happening to us. So you go back and look at them old pictures and see what type of state of mind you was in that time. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that'll help you recover and help you remember who you are, and then you can get over that next hurdle. Okay, and that's what they're referencing to here in this book. How can you carry that mindset? How can you carry that mindset over to the negative situations you're currently experiencing? If you can honestly answer these questions, you've taken the first step to growth by learning from your life teachers. You're on the way to becoming a better, stronger, wiser person. When it comes to growth and learning, age doesn't matter. You can be at an early learning stage in your 50s or 80s, and you can be wise beyond your years in your 20 something age bracket. Just because someone is old doesn't mean they are wise. Just because someone is young doesn't mean they are ignorant. Keep an open mind and be willing to learn from anyone because we're all connected. We can all uplift each other. Life isn't meant to break you or be a constant struggle, but you will remain downrodden, and left in chaos if you don't understand the UCC and understand that all the knowledge you need is within. Many are broken and have experienced the worst life ever, the worst life has ever offered. Seek a greater force outside of themselves when that force they seek has been within all along. When terrible things happen in your life, it's because you're going against the natural flow of the universe. You're experiencing the laws of chaos. When you go with the natural ebb of the universe, you'll begin to experience the law of order and your life will be much more harmonious. Everything is about balance. Mayat, when you lack balance and violate the laws of nature, you'll eventually experience inharmonious conditions. In this realm of duality, there are always two aspects of the whole, two sides of a coin, good and evil, peace and chaos, sun and moon, night and day, light and darkness, male and female. You said what, Mr. Lieber? You said true. That's what I was open for, wisdom, just as I give it. Okay. And that is true. Life, you definitely have to have balance. You got to, this right here, what I just read, and that is so true right there. Everything is going to have balance. I don't care what it is. It says these aren't separate entities, but two parts of a whole. One isn't better than the other because they're one in the same. This is the law of polarity. Everything comes from the same source and has an opposite. Everything is in constant rotation and has its own season. This is why you experience positive and negative energies. Learn to embrace the good and the bad and make them both work in your favor. Understand that teachers are both positive and negative energy. When you lose sight of that, you miss the reason behind your lessons and they restart. Universal laws govern every aspect of our lives. Your universal teachers are aspects of your consciousness that bring you face to face with your fears and your dislikes. The more enlightening books you read and the more you study nature, the more you'll understand that life is a transformative process. It's about learning, growing, and reaching for greatness and fulfilling a larger purpose with limited time you have in this reality. If you haven't become what you're designated to be, you soon will. The fact that you're reading this shows you're ready to make positive changes in your life and fully develop your soul. Are you ready to tap into the infinite knowledge and the power of the UCC to gain more knowledge and shift your path of your life towards the direction you desire. If so, your teachers are seeking to help you become greater. The student is ready, so the teacher will appear. I promise you, this is my saying all the time. I always say this. If when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Wow. Are you ready to eliminate confusion and experience order and stability? Do you have the desire to know thyself and realize your greatest potential? Do you want to do what you're passionate about for a living? Are you ready to feel less sorrow and experience joy that cannot be taken away no matter what the circumstance? Elevate your consciousness, realize your infinite potential, transform your life, and become the supreme version of yourself by tapping into the universal consciousness connection, aka UCC. Now, this first chapter, that was the introduction. Let me see here. So let's go through. I'm going to read this first chapter, and after that, I will resume again tomorrow. You said I want a copy of that book, guys. On this book here is called Breakthrough, and the young lady here is Johanna Sparrow. Okay, and this is a picture. She's the author. So I don't know if you watched me on my platform when I had got the package. I had got a some people had sent me some stuff, some gifts and stuff. So she was one of the people, and so I agreed to read her books on my platform. So that's what I'm doing. I definitely will. I don't know how you can order it. I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon. Let me see if it's a. Her email address is www.johannasparrow. So that's JohannaSparrow.com. Okay. So I'm pretty sure her website has the books on there as well. Okay. I will definitely do what I have to do or try to do to get you a copy if you don't, but you can probably go on there and check it out. So, chapter 1, let's talk about some of these teachers. This one here is entitled Painful Life Teachers. Let's talk about those type of teachers, those type of things what life brings us. Lord, we definitely going to experience that. We all deal with struggles. Trust me when I tell you that no struggle feels good, even if it's done to teach you a lesson that can help you later on down the road. I will try to make this chapter as painful as possible while helping you to identify those painful teachers that seem to show their ugly heads in our lives when we least expect it. Some of life's more famous life teachers are on the negative spectrum, and this may be a chapter where you can realize a teacher or two directly or indirectly. Painful life teachers such as chaos, destruction, depression, grief, abuse, illness, sadness, loss, betrayal, and heartache have a tendency to have a strong impact, don't they, though? Before you can understand the lessons that you should learn from these circumstances, you must understand your purpose in this lifetime, what purpose you are supposed to play in the universal consciousness connection, aka UCC. We're all supposed to continuously learn. Like nobody ever graduates. We all learning. You meet these people who try to be like, "Oh, girl, you better than me, girl. Shoot, girl, it couldn't have been me, girl. Girl, girl. Oh, see, you a good one. They just and got it all together. You know what I'm saying? You always find those type of people to try to act like they just know it all. But that's cap. You know that, right? But every individual has lessons to learn from their specifics to their purpose, that are specific rather to their purpose. Knowledge of your purpose will help you understand why certain life teachers are actively operating in your life. The following is a list of painful teachers you may be currently experiencing or have experienced. Number 1, abuse. 2, addiction, anger, betrayal, chaos or confusion, death, deception, hate, illness, mental illness, murder, rejection, suicide, trauma. Oh, there are many more teachers that can test you, and the purpose of each test is to aid your growth and transformation. When you grow through tough times, don't become reactive or develop a victim mentality. Now that's where I'm at. I react and I feel victim. I feel like a victim sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of that has to do with by me being a person who was sexually abused. I know that that victim mindset comes back into play because your DNA has memory and it'll revert back if you haven't been healed in certain areas. When that's your coping mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? When you get on, or when you start having a pity party, or when you start feeling a certain type of way, if you haven't grew from that in certain areas, I haven't grown. I'm growing in there now, and I'm growing, and thanks to this here fight that I've been on with Mr. Kelly, I have grown. So this thing has grown me so much in so many areas. But it's a downside to it too, because you got people who try to treat you like, oh, what's wrong with that? She over there fighting for the dang on. She over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a downside to it, but I could care less because I know that's I'm strong in areas where you know I don't care about none of that. I'm weak in areas where a lot of people would be shocked that I'm weak in. Like, no, she don't seem like, but I'm human though. You know what I'm saying? And it's only because it's still some areas that got to be healed. You know, pretty much trying to be better than you while taking you down. Oh, most definitely. Yes. Ain't that how they do? It says, when you go through tough times, don't become reactive or develop a victim mentality. So I was basically saying that's me. I still, will react. I haven't, grew up in that area right there where I won't react when someone or something come and attack me. I still will respond. You know what I'm saying? But I'm growing. It's something that I'm conscious of now. So because I'm conscious of it, that's the first step. Admission is the first step. So use adversity to develop a proactive mentality that isn't affected by your external situation. And that's where I'm trying to work on right there. Imagine where you want to be and let your mind turn your seamlessly negative circumstance into the positive experience you desire. With the proper mindset, your teachers can help you open your third eye and see the truth in all things, including the lessons you're supposed to learn. If there were famous teachers in the universal realm, they be the ones that cause chaos and pain for the soul. Those teachers have taught and broken an infinite number of souls. Are you continuously experiencing the same problems? If this is happening, you might find it hard to move on. You've become stuck with the same teachers because you haven't learned to overcome your issues by learning the necessary lessons for the development of your soul. Do you know who you truly are? Do you think you're strictly flesh and blood? Or do you feel that you're an internal soul that has had many human experiences? To pass your tests, you must awaken your soul to become aware of the lessons you need to learn for growth. I'm going to read that again. To pass your tests, you must awaken your soul to become aware of the lessons you need to learn for growth. Wow. That to me is just basically saying, like, you can't be faking the funk. You got to wake up. You got to come out of this here, whatever this blockage is. You know what I'm saying? That won't allow you to see nothing because, because obviously you sleep. When you sleep, that means your eyes is closed. So you got to open up your eyes. This is all still in the same as being, you got to admit, you got to know that you need some help. If you try to protect your soul, which a lot of people do, because a lot of people don't want to become vulnerable, we all want to put up facades and act like everything peachy cream when it's not. Okay. And it's okay for it not to be. If you try to protect your soul from a tumultuous experience by shutting down or blocking yourself from feeling certain emotions, you'll only find hate and bitterness. You may think you're preventing yourself from experiencing hurt, but you're only cutting yourself off from blessings and positive experiences. When you fail to allow your soul to experience everything life has to offer, you'll struggle for as long as your heart chakra is blocked and remains closed off to love and compassion. How many times have you given up on your life teachers? How many times have certain lessons beaten you down before you pulled yourself out of that painful cycle? The painful cycle looped by growing, learning, and moving on. Some people become monsters as a result of their lessons. They never grow because they never allowed themselves to become consumed with chaos. See, you can't grow when everything is perfect. See, believe it or not, we want this perfect life, but there's no growth there. Sorry, you're going to grow through that hell. And that's what I'm finding out and been finding out because I'm like, man, why I got to go through so much? God, do you love me? Like, gee whiz, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm not saying I'm God or nothing. Far as like I'm not perfect, but I know some of the stuff I be going through. I'm like, man, I don't deserve this. I know I be trying to. Man. Anyway, do you think you could find your way back to truth if you were consumed in a state of confusion? What steps would you take to get back on the productive path? Have you been holding on to hate and unforgiveness in your heart for a significant amount of time? The purpose of your teachers is to help you remove those detrimental emotions and transmute them into love, confidence, kindness, and forgiveness. The longer you ignore your lessons, the more painful and sadness you'll have to experience to release the detrimental thoughts and negativity from your heart. Learn to let go so you can flourish, and prosper. Become aware of why you're experiencing challenging times, and detach from those situations to eliminate sickness. Because a lot of times all them negative old thoughts, that's how cancer, your DNA has memory. So every day that we wake up, we waking up with brand new cells. Our cells are in there like that, a disco. Every single day when you first wake up, your cells in your body, they talking to each other. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, boom. And then we start putting stuff in our bodies, whether it's negative thoughts or bad things, whether you're eating the wrong things. And guess what started happening to the cells? They start slowly but surely turning into old ass motherfucking people. Okay. They was all energetic as hell when you first get up, they all at the party, rocking and rolling. But then once you start smoking that weed, or once you had your drink, or once you start listening to negative gossip, or once you start talking about motherfuckers on the phone, or once you start being entertained with bullshit, all those cells start dying off. That's why a lot of times you want to go lay down. Okay. So, depression, heartache, or abuse, all of those things will cause you to be sick. All right. So we do have to be very, very careful. Even though you may be in a situation where you ain't getting what you want, you feel like, damn it, John, fuck it. Every day you can't. Every day you just think about all the stuff you're not getting. And that's where I'm at right now in my life. I'm not. I'm every day, and it had me so sad. Had me sad. Still got me a little sad because I'm like, damn, why? But that right there will cause you to be sick. And I definitely ain't trying to claim no sickness, but you know what I'm saying? It will definitely do that. It says you'll become your supreme self when you don't harbor negative emotions such as anger and grief. Do you understand why it's important in your transformation process to overcome the obstacles that your teachers bring your way? Do you see why it's important to let go and remove negative feelings and behaviors? Detachment doesn't mean giving up on life or showing a lack of emotions. It means you stop trying to control everything that happens and how it happens. Go into meditation and imagine the results that you desire. Then release it into your mind and let the universe work in your favor. Don't worry about how that end result will come into fruition. Just know that it will. Focus on what's in control, what you can control, what in your control, and don't struggle against the natural flow of events in your life. Don't allow your logic or your logical or conscious mind to overplan your life. Your subconscious or your spiritual mind has ways that are above your understanding. Plant the seeds of life you want, water those seeds, and let your subconscious do the rest. When you continue to tamper with the soil, you're working against yourself and stunting the growth of your desires. Now let me break that down in layman's terms right there, because sometimes we do self sabotage. I'm guilty of that too. I remember my old professor used to say to me, "Are you having self proclaimed prophecy?" Because I'll be like, "Well, I know I ain't gonna pass this. I know I ain't about to pass this test." You know, stuff like that. When you do stuff like that, that's what the book is talking about. Okay, plant the seeds of the life that in life, the things that you want, water them, say to yourself, yes, this is going to happen. And I'm telling you, that's not easy to do when you so used to, having letdowns, and it's not easy, but practice will make perfect. And our practice, we can all practice together, because I got to work in that area myself. Okay, but yeah, don't get in your own way. Okay, Nene in here, what's going on, Nene? If you still here, how you doing, honey? If you're still here. So take baby steps. Okay. We can all take baby steps together. Take baby steps in everything you do. Enjoy the process and don't try to achieve your goals instantly, because that's what it is too. I want instant gratification. I mean, I'm not saying I want instant praise, y'all. I'm not saying that, but it's just saying, I'm just saying, like, some of the work I've been doing in my life, I've been working for so long at it, and it's just like, man, come on, when is gonna happen for me? When? But I do see that, especially now, especially like within the last 2 weeks, it's like, okay, you know what? I see why it hadn't happened yet, because I need to learn this first. I need to do this first. I need to grow up in this area. I need to change over here in that area. You know what I'm saying? So I see why certain things hadn't happened for me, and I'm grateful that they didn't happen, even though I thought I felt like I needed them back then, and months and years ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. Enjoy the process and don't try to achieve your goals instantly. You may still be bothered by a particular person. This is so true right here. Feel sadness over a breakup or grief over a loss. You know what I'm saying? And certain things that you want God to do in your life, you're not ready for them, because you have not built enough character yet, because you don't know what's over on the other side. And see, once you get over on the other side, where everything that you want is at, well, you're gonna have to keep it's got to be some character being built over there. See, we're gonna see all that with Mr. Kelly when we're gonna see all this happen with him. See, that's what's going on right now. That's why the Lord then moved him away from a lot of people to do this one doggone thing right here, to do these many things right here, these different teachers that this book's speaking of. It says, "Oh my God, Sky, I've been what sub to you for a long time, but have never posted in the chat. I've always found you to be really funny with the skits that you used to do. That you used to do. Just wanted to say thank you. I needed to hear that. Here, you need to hear this. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Look, I'm sorry. These here morning eyes are not good on my on where I got the way I have my computer set up. I got to duck down and do all kind of stuff to try to read the font. I need to open it up on my computer. I'm gonna get to it. It's on my to-do list. Forgive me. But welcome, D. I'm glad you was able to, find something that was fitting for your soul. You know what I mean? We it's definitely beneficial to myself as well. And I'm glad it caused you to, say something. You know what I mean? Because sometimes in life that's all we gotta do sometimes is just say something. And I was telling somebody the other day when my sexual the times where I was violated, it happened to me twice. So I was very young, like maybe probably about 6 or 7 years old. And then another time, one of the other times it happened, it was, I was a teenager or going into becoming a teenager. I was 12 going on 13. So I was just saying all that to say that I believe a lot of that had a lot to do with me in certain areas, because don't get me wrong, I will say what I gotta say, but then it's like those things that I say, those don't do all the benefit that that I want, that or have wanted. When I look back on my life, it's like, okay, I didn't use them the way I feel like, that I'm definitely using now. You know what I mean? And I know that had, it happened because of those incidents. Because when you get violated, the first thing the violator gonna tell you is, hey, ain't nobody gonna believe you, don't tell nobody, and stuff like that. And depending on what age you are, you gonna do all of that. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Let me just keep on going. Take baby steps, as I stated, in everything you do. Enjoy the process and don't try to. Okay, I read that. You may still be bothered by a particular person, feel sadness over a breakup or grief over a loss, but you don't have to hold on tightly to those feelings. See, and that's when they got you. See, when you hold on tight to them feelings and all the stuff that's attached to it, that right there that's when you're gonna start looking old, and that's when other people can feel that energy and they ain't gonna want to have nothing to do with you. See, you got to be careful with that. The more you focus on negativity, the more of it you receive. Again, remember, we are all like mirrors, so we're gonna attract whoever you are, you're gonna attract that in the world. So you got to be careful with that. Even if you don't want it, you don't get what you want out of life. You get what you focus on. Focus on positive things you want to experience. This will help you learn your lessons and pass your tests. The sooner you learn your lessons, the shorter your tests will be. Let your heart and soul guide you through every situation. When you deal with sadness and pain, you shouldn't allow your emotions to overshadow logic and spiritual principles. Your soul knows how to guide you through your life lessons and triumph over them. See, we have to trust it though. See, a lot of times we don't trust it, because I know that be me sometimes. I'll be like, I want to stick to what I know, you know what I'm saying, and not trust the process. Your learning, your learning experiences can show up as struggle. Now remember, now listen, these your learning experiences. They'll show up as struggle, abuse, financial difficulties. Oh, and I know this to be true, because somebody, when I was just saying to somebody, I'm like, I'm dealing with this. And that's what they said to me. They said, you being tested. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at this right here. Oh my God, look at this right here. It says your learning experiences can show up. Meaning that this is how they gonna pop up. These your learning, this the learning tree, as as this older lady used to say to me, Miss Ethel. Shout out to Miss Ethel. I haven't seen her in so long, but hopefully she's still in the land of the living. But she used to tell me that all the time. The learning tree came to show you this. The learning tree came to show you that. Anyway, your learning experiences can show up as struggle, abuse, financial difficulties, trauma, deception, loss, or heartache. Do you hold on to the number of times someone has wronged you? Are you filled with vengeance, anger, or unforgiveness? If so, then you're not close to gaining victory over your lessons. Passing your lessons means you forgiving and forgotten. You no longer bothered by certain people or situations. What you say, Mr. Lieber? You say it's all right, Sky Zone. You are a better woman now. You got paying job and a roof over your head and clothes on your back and God on your side. Amen to that. Ain't that the truth? Amen to that. You said what you say, D? You said that's where I'm at. Not trusting the process. I understand. Trust me. I'm the same way. I'm it's struggle for me too. So hopefully, we could get some deliverance out this book because the more we hear, maybe what I'm saying, the more to stick. Or maybe we all just gotta just maybe it's meant for us just to be here right now at this moment, knowing we got support within each other, you know what I mean? We are all going through life lessons, so don't feel isolated. Look at God. Look at God. Now, ain't that what I just said? It's just saying it another way. The only way you can overcome a painful circumstance is to not allow yourself to be affected by it. Once this happens, you won't experience those situations anymore because there'll be no place for them in your life. The purpose of the process is to teach you how to become a better person and rise above negativity. And see, and that's the whole thing. Like, remember how Johanna used to tell them, well, you don't have the tools, beloved. See, these statements that I'm reading here in this book are teaching us or showing us different types of tools we can use. So when we face these things, or we'll be able to either identify what they are, like, okay, you know what? All right, this pain is happening right now, this deceit right here. I done found out this right here. Let me see what I can learn from it. See, she just explained all that in the book. You know what I'm saying? So now we have to use that information and allow it to work in our behalf. We have to, because we know now. Okay. Before you might have could just react and you ain't know why you're reacting, but the book just told you, look, you reacting to, pain, deceit, deception, all these different things. They are coming to teach me something. So let me just stop for a minute and see what this here bad thing is supposed to teach me. Okay. Boom. It says the purpose of the process is to teach you how to become a better person and rise above all negativity. So let me read that again. The purpose of the process is to teach you how to become a better person and rise above all negativity. So, in order for us to get this mastery certificate, if you will, we got to first go through the fire. We got to go through the fire. You know what I'm saying? We got to go through bullshit. Unfortunately, fire don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Not even a brisk of the fire, a tip of the fire, no parts of the fire feels good. So guess what? We got to go through that bullshit first, and that's when we gonna get our stripes. What's going on, each? each Man, I swear to God, that be making my damn day when I be in the chat and I see I be at work. Oh my God, it's an inside joke, y'all. I'll be dying laughing because I'll be all I be thinking about is Portia. Oh Lord have mercy, each. Oh God, I swear I'll be dying laughing. I can't even get back into this book. I gotta get back in here. Nah, each you got looking at my eyes and got swollen. Not just that fast. I'm laughing. Oh my God. Okay. It says the purpose of the process is to teach you how to become a better person. And okay. So the pain you feel isn't meant to break you. Okay. So let's be encouraged, D. The pain we feel isn't meant to break us. The pain I felt from all them lying ass, no good ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant to break me. It was meant to, it says its purpose is to make you stronger and reveal your part of the UCC, the Universal Conscious Connection. It is not beneficial for you to judge and find faults in others. Because that's the easy part. I can look at these no good ass niggas I done had in my life and find all the fault in their ass. But guess what? I picked them. I chose them. So I stopped doing that one. Now that right there, I can say I have stopped doing. Like, okay, you know what? I and talk about this no good ass bastard, but I picked this motherfucker. So what was so wrong about me where I picked this here, where my spirit and my energy is saying, hey, yes, come on over here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So I don't do that one no more. Mm-mm. Now I'm just working on me. I'm like, no, I'm working on me, and I'm still working on me, and it's oh. Use your energy to process what's being taught to you daily. How many times have you cried today? How many times have you gotten angry today? I ain't get angry today. I was kind of happy today. Thank God. I had a good day today. How many times have you been irritated today? A little bit, not too much. But not too much. But yesterday and all the days before that, I was getting angry, irritated, and all that. Yeah, yes, I did get a little irritated today. I did because I think I got, yeah, because I get tired of fake ass people. I deal with a lot of, being a hairstylist and being in the hair industry, you deal with a lot of facades because people, you know, everybody want to come with their fronts perfect, pretty perfect. You know what I'm saying? And ugh, anyway, sometimes love is can be blind. Sure is. Ain't that the truth? It is definitely sometimes. Or is it sometimes you, because see, and if we talking about accountability, or is it sometimes you just want what you want, you don't care about, all that. Sometimes you making immature choices based off of what appear to be grown people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just that. Sometimes you ain't loving yourself enough to uh, you know, to the point where you nay, no, I love me too much. Were you taking that step of analyzing the right now, the later, and the after. You know what I'm saying? If you have to assess things and people when you get with them, you know what I mean? You gotta see, like, okay, this motherfucker here look good. Oh, okay, you look good. Oh, okay. Okay, now what you bringing to the table, far as like not finances wise, but what are you bringing to the table? Are you bringing any emotional support? Are you going to be there to encourage me if I happen to feel down? Are you going to hold my hand in public? Are you going to show me any type of public affection at all? Are you going to tell me I look good today? Are you going to acknowledge my motherfucking ass? You know what I'm saying? Like some of those type of qualities I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to see how you gonna feed my spirit. You know, not saying that because I know the men is the manosphere, if you will. They women, it's some women out here that made it bad for some real good women like myself. It's some real bitches out here who have made it bad for some good women like me. Where these men, but you know what? I don't even want to attract those. I'm not going. I don't even want to attract a man that ain't on the type of maturity level that I need, that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Or it can surpass the kind that I'm on, where he can teach me. We beyond the physical. You know what I'm saying? If the physical still moving you, now don't get it twisted. We all physically attracted. I ain't saying, you can't, you know what I'm saying? But you got some men, they just full of lust. That's all they think about. Like, I gotta, oh, she gotta have this and she gotta have that. No, no, no. That ain't no, I need you to I need you to be past that, because see, that takes maturity. That's some growth there that got to happen. You said love is a drug. Everyone is getting high. You ain't lying. Sometimes love, yes, okay. So, it says you won't have you won't have a satisfying or productive life if you're constantly allowing yourself to be affected by everything life throws at you. Ooh, we. Ooh, that's the part that's my struggle right there. I want to be able to just let it all slide past me. Oh, okay. I can't wait till I get to a point where it's like that for me, where it's all just sliding past me, like, oh, okay. Of course, not everything. You know what I'm saying? Some things you're gonna definitely, have a response to. But when it come down to that bullshit, I can't wait till I get to a point where I'm just like, oh, okay, well, like road rage. Now you know what my new defense is for road rage. I just smile. I just smile. Yeah, that's my new defense, because I'm learning that my energy, me getting upset, angry, all of that. So you got to protect that. That's all you have to guard that. See, I'm starting to treat that like it's gold now. My frustration, my anger, and all that shit. I don't got time for all that. No, no, no. That shit is valuable. You're gonna have to hold on to that stuff now. See, when people you having road rage, motherfuckers pissing you off and all like that, you're gonna have to just learn to just. Because see that right there, you're going to have to. Because reacting could cost you your life, number one. Because some of our people are so, their frequency is low, okay? Plus, it just ain't good for you to release that much of yourself. You know how many blood cells, how many cells it takes for you to just get that angry? No, no. You got to start holding on to that. Like men, like y'all brothers got to start, you know what I'm saying? I know it may sound, crazy to a lot of men, but you got to start, quit releasing, in every time you lay down with a woman. You're going to have to build your strength up, you know what I'm saying, and hold that thing in, okay? You ain't got to you can still do the performance without doing what I'm saying, the releasing. Cause see, you need that. Okay. That's your doggone intellectual property, if you will. Okay. But try it though. You try that. It will make you a very strong man. Strong up here. Strong here. At will, can you stop disliking someone that hates you? Can you be kind to someone who's rude to you? Now, see, once you master these here, this is how you gain mastery right here. Because this is not easy to do. But I'm here to tell you right here. These are the guidelines to get to mastery right here. Okay. You said you just smiled and wait. Mr. Leader. For real. Can you be kind to someone who's rude to you? You are not meant to become a product of your negative environment. You're not supposed to return acts of spite. Always be the better person to rise above hate and negativity. You can do so by understanding that your soul's essence is true forgiveness. That will be the catalyst to your transformation. Pain, fear, hate, anger, and sadness are what I like to call partners in crime. They're always causing chaos in someone's life. Remain alert to people who want to make your life miserable. Remain alert to people who want to make your life miserable. Instead of returning their negativity, share love and light and forgiveness. Life can issue nasty blows. When this happens, it's easy to lose sight of your purpose in your life and your place in the universal conscious connections. Have you noticed that when you feel tense and overwhelmed, you keep yourself busy and preoccupied with many things? This is to distract you from focusing on solutions that'll help you change the course of your life. Oh, that's kind of what I do, because I get to cleaning up, doing all kind of stuff. Try to stay busy as all get out. So that's not a good thing. Okay. Chaos. can prevent you from connecting to the perfect design of the universe, and many of us have gotten caught in its web of confusion. Attempting to focus on multiple things at one time can make anyone feel like they've lost their mind. If that's how you're currently feeling, chaos. You've allowed chaos, rather, to distract you from the significant aspects of your life. Once you focus on one thing and fix it, it may seem as if you given two or three chaotic events in one place. What steps are you going to gain control and establish order in your life? I'm sorry, what steps are you taking to gain control and establish order in your life? The best way to control your life, the best way to gain control of your life and minimize chaos is to make a list of things that are important and most important to you. The list should be composed of two parts, internal and external. When you develop the internal aspects of your life, you'll have more power to control what happens externally. Solely focusing on the external will perpetuate chaos. The sooner you establish balance in your life, the better off you'll be. You may think you have no control over health issues, but you control your physical and mental diet. These are directly related to your health. When you realize it, whether you realize it or not, you are constantly controlling your external circumstances. If you're not aware of this, things may seem to happen to you randomly, and you may always be a reactor. You can have conscious power over what happens to you if you connect with the universe and bring everything into balance. Consistent meditation is an excellent way to achieve this. The following is a list of ways to remain peaceful throughout chaotic situations. Number one, avoid reacting emotionally and take time to analyze every situation logically. Number two, don't allow your thoughts and your behavior to be controlled by the individuals, the media, or the government. Number three, don't seek to control others. You can't make someone do what you want them to do or what they don't want to do. Focus on what you can do to create changes in your life. Number four, instead of focusing on what's wrong with others and placing blame, look at what you can improve about yourself. Interact positively with others, no matter how negative and confrontational they may behave. You still remain positive. Ooh, that's a doozy. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Remain calm during urgent situations. Overreaction only creates more chaos. And I'm not trying to, imply that I'm just like react. No, no, no. I'm not like that. But, I'm saying I do fall short of the glory of God. Okay. The sooner you understand your environment, excuse me, the sooner you will understand why things happen. The sooner you can focus on the most important thing in this world, which is your mental health and your spirituality, the sooner you can connect to something greater than yourself that will aid you in the awakening process of your purpose on this planet. Now, that's what's happening. I am definitely becoming more conscious. Like, this right here might not be good for me to, like I said with that road rage. I'm like, nah, my conscience is starting to tell me, like, girl, hold on. You ain't got time to be getting, arguing and you ain't got time to be getting upset. Let that fool, just pull on, just smile because these people crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It says, no matter what you think, you're never alone. The source is always watching you, protecting you, and guiding you toward the fulfillment of your destiny. The beginning stages of trying to understand what we're being taught through this life lessons can be shocking and disheartening because we don't understand why certain things are happening to us. We also want it to stop and go away without dealing with our issues. Man, ain't that the truth? Don't we want them problems just to go away? But they not. They're not gonna just go away sometimes. But that's not how this reality works. We're in a realm that exposes us to daily distractions and constant chaos to distract us from our true nature. Life teachers or guides quickly introduce you to pain when you enter this reality. When you overcome your tests and make it through pain, unconditional love will shine forth. How often do you realize your heart? Are you a jealous hater? Do you seek ways to destroy others around you? Ooh, this getting deep. The universal conscious connection enables you to renew your soul ties to the universe if you just ask for it to take over. Stop experiencing heartache, focusing on negativity and dwelling on why certain things are happening in your life. You must get up and move toward change, or depression will consume you and you'll continue to repeat the same painful situations. It's helpful to know that your life teachers are powerful. If you're not alone, you can get caught up in feelings of helplessness and victimhood. No, if you're not aware, rather, not alone. If you're not aware, you can get caught up in feelings of helplessness and victimhood. And that's so true. You must break out of what you must break out of that mindset. Holding on to hurtful people, emotions, and events of the past won't help you heal. It'll only hinder the healing process. Only when you become aware that everything in life is designed to benefit and teach you will you learn to slow down, self reflect, and be grateful. Life has always, life has ways of teaching us, rather, lessons that we may not always understand. Don't focus so much on the methods of teaching. Instead, focus on what the lessons are. No matter your profession, religion, race, or financial status, we all have lessons to learn that are specific to each individual. What have you learned lately? Are you so broken that you can't see what life is teaching you and why? Have you become so bitter and cold hearted that you've given up on life and overcoming obstacles? Have you become so overwhelmed by the multitude of changes in your life that all you desire is a peaceful life that's filled with love? Yes, I have. Wake up now, it says. Understand that for you to know and appreciate tranquility and joy, you must go through periods of suffering. You must go through the pain. To appreciate the positive side of life, you have to experience it. You have to experience it opposite first. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know that's the truth. Nah, see, nah, understand. Oh my God. This is so true. Because when I tell you the shit that I'm dealing with, I said, Lord, if I get past this right here, I know I'm going to have a testimony. Oh my God. This is so true. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh my God. Because when you think about how, when those of us that is dealing with some stuff, when you think about how messed up it is, and when you think about it being over with and how happy you would be, that's your damn testimony right there. Mm. But it's like but the only way you're gonna have that type of testimony is that you got to get through it. You know what I'm saying? What you say? I don't have a problem in that area. I've been told that I'm too nonchalant. I just take much bullshit. I just can't take much bullshit, rather. This is truly confirmation for me. I'm thankful for being at the right place at the right time. Thanks, God. Yes, honey. You are a thank the universe too, okay? But you are definitely welcome. I'm having an epiphany and everything over here myself. It says we are all teachers that have issued continuous blows to our heart during certain periods of our lives. Here is a list of ways in which your life teachers affect you daily. Number one, because you question the purpose of life. Wait a minute. Because you, wait a minute. Here's a list of ways. Here's a list. I'm getting sleepy now. Here's a list. I know y'all used to what time is. Oh Lord. Here is a list of ways in which your life teachers affect you daily. Number one, cause you to question the purpose of your existence. Number two, can conjure bitterness and hatefulness from within. Number three, help you eradicate selfishness and think about the greater good of all. Number four, help you see your connection to everyone and everything. Number five, make you cry, laugh, and find beauty in everything. Number six, make you more respectful and appreciative of life. Those are your life teachers that affect you daily. Here go, I wasn't done with that list. I didn't know. Number seven, make you question the loyalty and intentions of your friends and family. Number eight, help you feel the benefits of solitude and meditation. Number nine, help you understand that being alone doesn't always equate to loneliness. Number 10, show you how to be responsible. Number 11, teach you understanding and forgiveness. Whatever you're going through, it has more to do with your mentality, actions, and growth process than any adversarial situation or person. The only way to overcome an obstacle in your life is to understand the life lessons that has been given to you by your life teachers. There is no effortless way to get through life lessons. You'll do more crying than laughing during tough situations. But if you work through the rain, you'll eventually experience the sunshine. Life teachers can break you if you allow them to. And if you become broken, you'll have more life lessons had it your way. The quickest way to getting through a life lesson is to begin with self development. As soon as you understand the reason behind the painful situation you're going through, here are some ways to overcome your lessons and thrive in the aftermath. Number one, be grateful for what you're going through. You'll be a better person as a result of your experience. Number two, be patient. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. It's okay. Number three, keep hateful, bitter, and evil feelings out of your heart. It will make you sick. Number four, look at the positive in every situation. You're gonna have to try hard, but it's a positive situation. It's something positive in all situations. Open up to the responsibility you have in each circumstance. Now that's big right there, y'all. It says up, own up to the responsibility you have in each circumstance. See, that's like how I was saying about them no good ass niggas I used to mess around with. I was blaming them, looking at them, but then I had to take accountability for myself. Like, okay, look, I can talk about. I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, I ain't trying to say I had some straight up bums or no shit like that. But you know what I'm saying, womanizers. You know what I mean? I just had some guys that just was not. They just was deceitful. You know what I'm saying? Because we got more of them motherfuckers out here than good men. It take a lot of character building for you as a woman to get or attract a great man. You don't just get them motherfuckers because you fine. And see, that's been the misconception. Oh, my booty, I'm fine. You get them for a minute, but you ain't gonna be able to keep them. You gotta have character to keep a good motherfucking man. Okay, because he done mature way past all that physical shit. Realize you won't be in pain forever. This too shall pass. Trust that voice inside when it tells you that you'll be all right. Okay? That's what we were talking about, that you got to trust that. We got to learn to trust ourselves. And that's where I'm at too. Only you are responsible for overcoming anything that's meant to hurt and break you. I'm going to read that again. Only you are responsible for overcoming anything that's meant to hurt or break you. Johnny not coming to help you get out of that. Mama not coming to help you get out of that. Daddy not coming to help you get out of that. Brother and them not coming. You can't put everybody in your bullshit. You chose that. Okay. So you the only person that can get you up out of that as well. All right. So we gotta get better. We gotta get better and bigger than that, y'all. Okay. Somebody be to get hurt. And I had to stop calling my brothers them over for some bull. I'm like, man, I'm not about to keep calling them up over here, and it's over here. This stupid shit going on. I ain't about to. They got families and shit that love them. I wouldn't want to jeopardize them over somebody else's actions because you can't control over here. You can't control over there. Man, no, this is my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You have many more lessons if you don't learn from adverse situations and realize that pain is only temporary. Forgiveness is the key to successfully moving through any life challenging event. Allow your teachers to aid you in fulfilling your purpose and becoming the supreme version of yourself. Guys, I'm getting my ass up off here. I will see you all on the next read when we go over chapter 2 and 4. You guys rest well. It's been real, Mr. Libra, D. Anybody else that's in the chat tonight? Nene, you guys rest well. Talk to you soon. It's your girl, the Sky's On. Peace. Oh, and thanks for joining, guys.